Big Polly's World of Sports Sims proudly presents the Omnibus Golf Tour. And on this night's edition, we have the San Diego Open from Torrey Pines Golf Course South in San Diego, California. And let me show you the leaderboard as we go into this fourth round. If you did not see our third round coverage, we put that up on Tuesday, so you might want to go see that before you watch this fourth round. Peter Jacobson with a 66 now leads by one shot over Raymond Floyd, Denny Shute, and could that be Shut? Shute, and Jimmy Demerit, all at 203. Mark Romero, Tiger Woods, Jordan Spieth, Jason Day, Hubert Green all made moves. They are two back at 12 under 204. So we're going to be following the top three today, and we will be back with you as soon as somebody in the top three finds our cameras. So stand by, please. And while we wait, let me remind you that tomorrow night we return with Alt NFL 1970, a game from week 3. I do not know which game because I haven't played a game from week 2 yet as I'm recording this. That'll be Friday. That's tomorrow night if you're watching this on Thursday, May 9th, 7 o'clock on the East Coast, 4 o'clock on the West Coast, and if you're in some other time zone, I'm sure you could figure it out. But now we will head to the course. And we're taking you to the 10th hole. Johnny Farrell has done well on the front nine. He is -5. So we'll have some bonus coverage here for you. And he has made an assault on the leaderboard. Ben Hogan has moved to -11. He is number 3 in the world currently. Tiger Woods is number 1. So if Hogan could somehow get past where Tiger Woods lies at the end of the day, he might be moving up in the world rankings. And this is Farrell's approach shot on the 10th, a 418-yard par 4 that's going to go well past the hole. Might not stay on the green. And Farrell is now about 18 feet away from the pin. Maybe 17. Putt is strong, but it's going to miss to the right. But Johnny Farrell is going to stay at 13 under, and he is in a tie for third, so that's why we have picked up coverage here. Also making moves early on, John Ball, Davis Love III, Leo Deagle, Roberto De Vincenzo, probably most famous for signing an incorrect scorecard on the 1968 Masters, and young Tom Morris had a good round. He finishes the day at -12. So we'll be following Farrell until he either moves up or moves back. 72 degrees, wind out of the southwest at 11 in La Jolla, California, to be more precise about the location of the golf course. Henrik Stenson is his playing partner. He is 1 under, 9 under for the championships. And this is the par 3 11. Kind of a tricky hole to get it close because the pin is on a bit of a level. And if you get too close, it'll kick right back at you. So this will be the birdie putt for Farrell to tie for the lead, which he does not get. Next week we do the Mexican Open down in Mexico City, and then in 2 weeks it's the Super Bowl of golf from that famous course in Scottsdale, Arizona, with the big party on the 16th hole. So Farrell now stays at 13 under through 11, and we will go to Leo Deagle now. Leo Deagle, who is now in a tie for third. That's his tee shot on the 14th for par 4, 435-yarder. So business is picking up. Here's his approach, and it's going to find the bunker. It was short. Squeeze about 30 feet out. Going to have to make a bunker shot here. And those could be tricky. And nice backspin is going to keep it close. 4.5 feet for par. And his par putt is going to miss. So Deagle is going to fall back to 12 under, but he's only 2 behind the leader, which is right now Peter Jacobsen. He will be teeing off in an hour and a half of playing time as I record this, which will be way shorter in terms of the time that you'll get to see this. Ben Hogan at -11. Young Tom Morris hit 7 under today, a 65. His father was old Tom Morris, and they both won British Opens back in the 19th century. This is Farrell on the 12th, a 506-yard par 4. And he is safely on the fairway. Here's his approach shot. And a little backspin here would be nice, but he still has about 32 feet for birdie. Not impossible. Very demanding par 4. Here is his birdie putt, and that's going to go a little to his right. And from 3.5 feet, he makes his par. He will stay in a 5-way tie for second place, which is why we are following him. And we'll be going to Roberto De Vincenzo. And you could watch that 1968 Masters on YouTube. It was the first time that Pat Summerall was doing the lead commentary. Summerall at that point was an analyst doing NFL games, and I think they had some broadcaster strikes around that time, so that might have been why Summerall was chosen. And he covered the gaff by David Chinzo with, I would say, with great respect. Now here's the third shot for DiVincenzo, and that's going to go left. Oh, he's got a little work to do here for par, 7.5 feet out. He gets it, so he stays at 13 under in this San Diego Open. If you did not catch our third round coverage, Jack Nicklaus and Bobby Jones were among those who did not make the cut. As we now join Johnny Farrell on the par 5 13th. Everybody likes this drive, and I would too if I was driving it. And he has 217 yards. Everybody plays with the same clubs, so this is a 6-iron for Farrell. Has the same technology available to them. Now he's 24 yards out in the rough, but this is only his third shot. Nice approach here will give him a good birdie chance, and he has how much longer to go? He's got 8 feet for birdie on the 13th. So a birdie and a tie for the lead. He goes to the left. No. But he'll have that for par to stay one back, and he gets it. So Johnny Farrell still hanging in there, and now we will go to the 16th for Roberto DiVincenzo. That's my real wallpaper as the screen draws itself. And Vincenzo safely on his drive. He's got 38.5 feet here, just about, for birdie. That looks good, but it's going to miss left. He has parred this hole the first 3 rounds. He's -5 today, and he will stay at -13 through 16. So we have a handful of golfers who still haven't taken the course. But Farrell and DiVincenzo have been the movers so far. They are -5 each to get to -13, one shot back of Peter Jacobsen. And here's Farrell on the par 4 14th, a 435-yarder. And he is on a little to the right side of the fairway. He's 150 yards out. He's going to use a pitching wedge from here. Probably in the days that he played, he'd probably have to use a medium iron, but everybody gets the same clubs, basically. Nobody has an advantage. He's now 41 feet out, and this for birdie. You see the break there, and Farrell did very respectably. He'll have that for par. And he will be at -13. We will go to Roberto DiVincenzo on the 17th now. He is with Leo Deagle, who we saw earlier for a little bit. This is the 17th, and he just skims the left side of the fairway. Birdied this yesterday in the 3rd round, parred it in the first 2. His approach on 17. It caught the... Did it catch the bank there? Nope. He's got 28 feet downhill. 27 3/4 almost. For the birdie and the tie. He plays the break. Let's see how this goes for him. And you see the ball catching speed and just missing. Just caught the lip of the hole. And Roberto stays at 13 under. And we'll go around again. We have Olafable and Neiman, who we featured in the 3rd round coverage. He was the 36-hole leader. He only lost two shots in the third round. He's now back at 11, so he could still factor into this. And here's Farrell on the 15th. On the right side of the fairway. And that's going to put him 155 out. He's got a pitching wedge again. This is going to be nice, but it doesn't stay on the green. He will be in the rough. He's 11 yards out for his third shot. Last week we saw Hale Irwin hole one. And this is a very nice shot. A 1-foot par putt, so he should stay at minus 13. And through 15, he is still one back. And you never know. Jacobson could have a bad day. The leaders could have bad days. 13 under, but in the clubhouse, you never know. Massey just eagled the 6th hole. Arnaud Massey. And this is Dave Vincenzo on the finishing hole, the par 5. And we talked about this in the third round coverage. This is a very interesting finishing hole because you got the big pond there. Dave Vincenzo. Try saying that past 5 times. A little too far out to try to go for the green, so he's going to lay up. He's 118 yards out for his third shot. And this looks good, but a little too much oomph. And he's got 17 feet for birdie. That is on line, but no, another near miss for Dave Vincenzo. And he will finish at 13 under. And by my math, okay, 288 minus 13 would be 275. A 67 today, and Leo Deagle birdied the 18th hole to move up to 13 under. So now we'll be watching Johnny Farrell. And we'll also be watching the other 3 golfers that have yet to tee off that are at minus 13. And here is Farrell on the 16th, a 230-yarder. And he's on the green. He's going to have to lag it. He's 60 feet out. 5 under today. This is a very nice putt from there. Oh, it's going to be so close. 0.4 of a foot away was Farrell on the par putt. He is at 13 under. We now have an 8-way tie for second, as the Merritt, Chute, and Floyd have yet to tee off. Picard has moved up to minus 13 through 5. Davis Love III is now moved up to minus 13. So we're going to see a lot of these golfers now. We should be able to go to Picard next. Henri Picard. In fact, we are going to him now. This is the par 5, 591-yard 6th hole, which I believe we had earlier. He birdied this hole the first 2 rounds, and he is safely on. He's got 247 yards left to go. He's using the 5-iron. He will get on the green. This green is on like 3 different levels, but he has found, I guess you could call it the second tier, and he's got 40 feet now for an eagle. And this misses. Let's see how far it goes by the green. Not too far. A 4-footer for birdie, and Picard is tied for the lead at minus 14. He has completed 6 holes. He's with Johnny Revolta, who is at minus 9. So let me just briefly show you, before we go to further coverage, what has happened to the best players in the world. We had Jack Nicklaus not make the cut. We had Sam Snead. The scores are incorrect. We had Arnold Palmer, Bobby Jones, Phil Mickelson, Bobby Locke, Johnny Miller all missed the cut, but the scores are incorrect as they are presented there. My apologies. We will go back to coverage. We just wanted to show you that we had the best 150 in the world because this is a ranked event. Every month in the Omnibus Golf Tour, we're going to have the best in the world compete. And the next ranked event is going to be at Pebble Beach in February. They're open. That was Davis Love's tee shot off the 16th. It went 10 yards past the hole. He's going to putt from there. This will be a 30-foot putt. He bogeyed this hole the second and the third round. He's got a lot of work to do for par. He'll have 8.5 feet, but he doinked it off the lip of the cup. So again, he bogeys, and that might be crucial to his chances. He falls back to -12. He is paired with Vijay Singh, who won a couple of Masters. The one I remember was the one in 2000. And here's Farrell on the 17th. Getting the plaudits from the fans over a nice tee shot. He is 126 feet away, 126 yards away. Pitching wedge. Didn't get all of it, but he didn't need to get all of it. Now, will that find the incline? A little downhill little shot there? Nope. He's 27 feet away for birdie. So this is going to catch the hill. It's going to have a lot of speed. But he did quite well on that, and he's only going to have 3 feet for par, which he gets, and he is at 13 under. Jacobson and Picard now tied for the lead, and an 8-way tie for third. As we move on with our coverage. Spieth and Woods will be teeing off. They each bogeyed the first hole, a par 4. And here is Picard, the co-leader, with Jacobson yet to tee off, but he will be shortly. That is in the rough. No, it's in the first cut, 170 yards away. His second shot. Oh, it found the tree. And as Gary McCord said in Jack Nicklaus 5, let's see if it stays there. He birdied this hole in our last round yesterday. But he's going to have a lot of work here just to get a bogey. And he is 38 feet and change away from the pin. This his par putt. This would be a tremendous par save if he can get it. And this looks online, but it will go far, not far, but maybe about 4 or 5 feet. A 4-footer for bogey, which he gets. He will drop to 13 under. So Jacobson, again, without having to take the course yet, has sole possession of the lead. Course has been averaging a little over 1 stroke below par. This is Massey. We were telling you about him earlier. He's on the 10. And he is in the first cut, 92 yards. Shy of the hole. This is his lob wedge. And let's see, he will be, I'd say about 30 feet out. 37.7 out. This for birdie to tie. It's got to catch that hill. Running down that hill, with apologies to Kate Bush, and it just misses. And he gets par. So now we have a 9-way tie for second at 13 under. If we have a playoff, we will play the 18th hole again, and then we will play the holes in sequence 1 through 18 until we get a winner. This is Ben Hogan. Hogan third in the world entering today, and that shot found the bunker 140 or 139 yards away. This looks like a nice shot out of the sand. Should catch the hill and stay in that middle part of the green. And Ben Hogan with an up and down can save par. But he starts 47 feet away. Can this curve to the pin a little bit? Yes, but didn't have the oomph. He'll now have 3.5 for par. He gets it. And he stays at 13 under. So 13... I wouldn't say it's a lucky number, but it's a common number here. Johnny Farrell finishing his round. 5 under today, so a par would give him 67. And he is safely on the fairway. He's got 301 yards to go. I'm sure he will lay up and just try to get a birdie. And that's exactly what he does. Birdied this hole in the first 2 rounds, parted in the third. So he's got 99.9. This is his approach, and it's going to be off a little bit. Not really a realistic chance for Farrell to birdie this finishing hole. He will be 46.3 feet away. Here's his birdie putt. Well, this might have a chance, but it will go just left. He'll have that for par. And Johnny Farrell, a good round today. Out in 31, in 36 for a 67, and that puts him 1 shot behind Peter Jacobsen presently. And we just have Floyd, Shute, Merritt, and Jacobsen still to go in terms of who has teed off yet. Over to Raymond Floyd.
Welcome to Torrey Pines GC, South, and the San Diego Open. Please welcome to the first tee from the United States, Raymond Floyd.
Raymond Floyd, who won the Masters in 1976 by a wide margin. And I was talking about Pat Summerall earlier. That was the first year Summerall did the. It was the second year Summerall did the 18th hole, and then Vin Scully did it for a while.
Please welcome to the tee from the United States, Denny Shute.
Then I think Summerall took over again in '83, and Schute's tee shot here might be troublesome. He's 188 yards away in the rough. Wants to get it close here, of course, but he's going to be on the green. Birdied this hole the first 3 rounds. He's going to have a lot of work to do to birdie it in this 4th round. He's 27.5 feet away. And here is Floyd. He birdied this hole in the first and the 3rd rounds. And let's see where he will wind up. He's inside a chute. He's 11.1 feet out. And here is Shute for the bird. He will miss. So he's got that for par. And here's Raymond Floyd's birdie try. It will also be no good. So we birdied it, birdied it, and now parted again. But he stays 1 back. And now Denny Shute for his par. So still a 9-way tie at 13 under. And we pick up Henri Picard on the 8th hole. Cut it a little thin on his approach to the green. He's in the rough. He's 13 yards out. So this is about 42 1/3. See if that finds it hill. It will. This is right on line, but it will go right. He's got about a 2-footer for par. As you hear the waves of the Pacific Ocean crashing in, and Picard is going to stay at 13 under in this 9-way tie for second. Over to Arnaud Massey on the par 3 11th, and this is going to miss the hole by a wide margin, and Massey is 33.8 yards. A very nice shot from there for Arnaud, but he has a lot of work to do for par. He's going to be 11.2 feet out. This is his par putt, and he's going to save par. How about that? He parred this 11th hole every round, including this one. So he is going to stay in this 9-way tie for second place. 1 shot behind Peter Jacobsen. Should be picking up Ben Hogan here on the 15th. And Hogan, 3rd in the world. Nicklaus is 2nd, and we told you earlier Nicklaus did not make the cut. Tiger Woods first, so Hogan should be able to keep pace if his score stays respectable. For the best in the world. This is his second shot, and that's going to go back down the hill. He's got 40 feet, 41 feet almost, for birdie. And that's going to curve just a little too soon. Foot and a half for par. He gets it, and he stays at 13 under. Scoring average of around 69.8. Here's our announcer to tee us off.
And the San Diego Open. Please welcome to the tee from the United States, Jimmy Demaret.
Jimmy Demaret. A very nice drive indeed. And he is safely on the fairway, and his day is underway.
Please welcome to the tee from the United States, Peter Jacobson.
Oh, and Jacobson, that tee shot. Looked like it bounced on the cart path, bounced off the tree, and he's got 199. Let's see if he can get a good shot out from there. Oh, he's going to have to go backwards to go forward. Oh my goodness. And Jacobson not off to a good start. He's now 280 yards to go, but he's on his third shot. A long way to go and a short time to get there, to quote Jerry Reed. And he is in the bunker, 17 yards and a half away. So they'll have work to do to get a bogey. Here is Demaret. We could have a 10-way tie for the lead, the way this is going. They're both in the sand. Jacobson, his par, chip, and he might double bogey this hole, actually. He's got 10 feet. Demaret, he's got that for par. For bogey. And Jacobson saves bogey. So we now have a 10-way tie for the lead, with Jacobson now at 13 under. Demaret to stay in the 10-way tie. He does. My goodness. How many times in the real life PGA has there ever been a 10-way tie for the lead? Well, maybe, in the first round, but I'm talking like in a final round. Here's Floyd on the second. This is a shorter par 4, 389 yards. And he's in the rough, so he's got work to do on his approach. Then he shoots. That's going to be straight down the middle. He will be 143 yards out. And shoot is away, so he's going to put up his approach first, and he might be finding that hill. No, it's going to stay up. He's going to be 29.7 out. And here is Floyd. And Floyd's going to find the hill, and that's going to kick back a little bit. He's 29 feet out, 29.4. Here's Shoot for birdie. That's a miss. And Floyd, this would give him the lead if he gets this. And that is not to be. Floyd with his par. And Shoot with his. So we still have a 10-way tie for first place. And now it's an 11-way tie. Somebody has moved to minus 13. We'll catch you in a minute. This is Henri Picard on the par 5 ninth hole. 615 yards. Second shot. He's going to lay up. He bogeyed this hole in the third round. Birdied it in the first, so he's got 109.4. This is his approach. And a nice approach it is if it could catch the hill and come back a little bit, but it doesn't. He's 13 feet out. And this for birdie, and he misses it. And his par putt goes. So let's see. It's Jacobson, Demerit, Shute, Floyd, Middlecoff, I believe, has joined the battle at minus 13. Picard, Massey, Hogan, Farrell, David Chinzo, and Deagle. An 11-way tie now at minus 13. But I believe Dr. Kerry Middlecoff is the new face here. Over to the 12th and Arnaud de Massey of France. One of the events we're going to have for you in this tour is going to be a World Cup of Golf, where the number ones of each of the countries will be doing battle. That'll be after the tour concludes, be one of our exhibition events. In the sand on the second shot, here's his third. That's going to go well past the green. He'll have that for par, so we might have a 10-way race instead of 11. This is the par putt. No. A bogey for Massey, and he drops to minus 12. But we still have a 10-way tie for the lead at minus 13. Farrell, Deagle, and Dave Vicenzo are all in. Everybody else is still on the course in some capacity. Here is Ben Hogan. Didn't look like he got all of that. On the par 3 16th. Bogeyed this hole yesterday in the third round. This is going to be a nice putt for Hogan. That should put him like a foot or two away. 1.7. And Hogan pars. So we still have quite a tie for the lead. Jimmy Demerit on the par 4 second. And that is way right. And he's going to have an obstructed second shot, as that is well into the trees. 137 yards out almost. Peter Jacobson, see if he can recover from that bogey on one. And he is safely on. 111 yards to go for him. Let's go to Demerit. Right on line, but it's going to go past the hole. And he's got 16.6 to go. Jacobson. This should be close. A little backspin here is going to put him about 8 feet away. 7.1 for birdie. So he could get sole possession of the lead back. And here is Demerit. Nice putt to get it close. He will be 7.5 shy for par. And he's going to take his par putt because he was still away. No, he's going to miss. So for the moment, we're going to have a 9-way tie for the lead. But if Jacobson holds out, he will be back with sole possession of the lead. Bingo. And there you go, folks. Peter Jacobson birdies on 2 to make up for his bogey on 1. And here's Raymond Floyd on the first par 3 of the day, 202 yards. He's just on. He's paired, of course, with Denny Shute. He is safely on. But they're both some 50, 60 feet out. Here's Floyd, his birdie putt. Wants to join Jacobson, of course, and he's going to have work to do for par. He's going to be about 8, maybe 9 feet out. Denny Shute to tie with a birdie, but he will only be about maybe 3 or 4 feet out. And Floyd will save par. Very nice save for Raymond. And Denny Shute also saves par. So it's now an 8-way tie for second. We have another 9 golfers, 2 back. Here's Kerry Middlecoff. Seeing him for the first time today. And that is his tee shot on the ninth. He's one back at 13 under. He birdied this hole in the first round and the round yesterday. The third round. Well, as you see it wasn't yesterday, but it was the third round. We'll just say that. Okay, a little work to do here on the third shot. He's going to find that hill, which is going to speed up the approach, and he's got that for birdie, so he will be tied for the lead. He's paired with Greg Norman, and Middlecoff is now at 14 under, tied right now with Peter Jacobsen. So it's Jacobsen and Middlecoff head-to-head, mano-a-mano, tied for the lead. As we now go to Henri Picard on the par 4 10th. He is just in the spinach, 147 yards out. And Picard did not find the hill on that 10th hole, and he has 46 feet now for birdie. Finds the hill there, and that's going to put him a respectable distance for par. 4 feet away, but he's going to miss par as he misread that putt, and he bogeys to go to 12 under. So the herd is thinning a little bit. We have an 8-way tie now for second. No, I take that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-way tie for second. But Jacobsen and Middlecoff are now in the lead at minus 14. And this is Ben Hogan on the 17th. A par 4 440-yarder. Just goes over the trees there. My goodness. Harry Varden has moved to within 2, which is now within 3, with an eagle on 13. So you're seeing a lot of good scores here, and I think that has been part of the Omnibus Golf Tour. You're getting all these golfers at their best. About 1,000 golfers in this tour. They're all playing at their best levels, or just about. And Hogan overshoots the hole here on the third shot, but it's going to bounce back a little bit. Does a little boomerang, and the crowd loved it. Hogan with that for par. Very fortunate man indeed there. He was out in 33, and he is now 1 under in the back 9. So he's on a pro. If he pars the 18th, he'll be 35 in. He is at 13 under. He was paired with Steve Stricker, who is just 1 shot behind Hogan at minus 12. Back to Jacobsen, one of the 2 co-leaders. This is the third hole. Did not find the hill, or did it? Oh, it's going to be close. No, he's going to stay on that shelf. 41 feet for birdie. Can't really break it to the right. He's going to have to putt it left and have it break back. So he's got this for par. Par is going to be just 3 feet away. He's going to get it. He's going to stay tied for the lead with Kerry Middlecoff. And we'll go over to Raymond Floyd and Denny Shute on the 4th. A lot of very good holes on this course. And Floyd tees off successfully. 154 yards out. Here's Denny Shute. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Could be Shut, right? It could be a silent E. And he will be just behind Floyd's ball, 175 yards. He'll go first. Here's his approach, and he will be on the green. We have 22 and a half feet to go. See if Floyd could give this a little oomph. Well, that's going to find the hill, though, and Floyd will be away. He will be 37.5 away. This is a birdie to tie for the lead. Good blast up the hill, and he's going to have maybe 3 feet. This is Denny Shoot from 22 and a half. Oh, just misses there. So they both should make their par putts. Shoot first, and now Floyd. They stay one back at 13 under. Spieth and Tiger Woods have fallen farther back there at minus 11 and minus 10 respectively. Here's Hubert Green, who has joined the party at minus 13. He is on the fairway. He is paired with Dustin Johnson, whose wife, of course, is the daughter of Wayne Gretzky. And Green safely on. He's got about a 19 and a half footer for birdie, which would get him tied for the lead. And Green, yes, he's got it. He's tied for the lead. Three-way tie for the lead now at minus 14. Peter Jacobsen, Hubert Green, Kerry Middlecoff. And speaking of Middlecoff, here's his drive on number 10. 418-yard par 4. We were talking about that U.S. Open. I believe it was 2008. Could have been 2007 where he had the playoff with Rocco Mediate. It was the last 18th hole playoff that the U.S. Open had. That was his approach on Kerry Middlecoff's approach. The second shot, he only has 12 feet for a lead here. Can he get it? Looks good. Is good. And Kerry Middlecoff has moved to minus 15. He is in sole possession of the lead. He's having a good round. He is minus 4. And now it's Jacobsen and Green that are giving chase. Now we have a four-way tie at minus 14. We'll get you up to date on that. Here is Jacobsen, and his tee shot on the fourth causes a 4 and goes left. He's 186 yards out in the rough. This might be short. No, it's going to be right on line. But it goes past the hole by some margin, and he's 27 feet away. For birdie. No, but he has that for par. And Peter Jacobsen's going to stay one behind at minus 14, and he's only gone 4 holes, so he has the most holes to try to improve his score. Ben Hogan finished with a 67. He went minus 14. Alex Smith has moved up. He is minus 5 for the day, minus 14 for the championship. So we're just following those at 15 under and 14 under now. Here is Hubert Green, who just tied for the lead on number 7. The lead that Middlecoff has retaken. And Green continuing to blaze this course. 8-footer for birdie. No! And Green will stay at 14 under. Now a 5-way tie as Jason Day joins the party at minus 14. A 5-way tie for second. This is Kerry Middlecoff. He is now leading. This is the 11th hole. He'll do good to get an up and down from there. He's 46 feet away, but he has an uphill putt. He's really got to whack it past that inclination, and Middlecoff drains it. How about that? He's 2 shots clear of a 5-way tie for second place. Kerry Middlecoff now at minus 16. For the day, he is minus 5. 46-foot putt. And back over to Alex Smith, and I believe this is the first time we have caught him on the course. That is his drive. Maybe just, no, he's in the first cut. I was going to say maybe just barely in the rough. And now his approach on the 15th, and it's going to go way left. And might find the bunker. Yes, it just barely drags in. He's 29 yards out. So his sandblast there. It's going to leave him a little bit of room here for par. 10 feet, 0.7 for par. Oh, and you just saw it there. It was just a little too strong. And Smith will bogey to drop the minus 13. And we have, let's see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 players at minus 13. So a very compact leaderboard. Should lead to a very spirited final few holes as Jacobson tees off from the 5th. He birdied this in the first round, hasn't birdied it since. He parred in the second and third rounds. Here's his approach on number 5. He's got that for birdie. That being a 28-foot putt. Here's his birdie try. This will get him to within 1 of Kerry Middlecoff. And he's just going to have to be content with par from 2 feet out. And Jacobson stays at minus 14. This is Jason Day. First time we've seen him today, I'm pretty sure. Now, he did not catch the hill, so he's got 33 feet. Jason Day, of course, from Australia. I'm sure he will be in a fight all season long with Greg Norman for the number 1 spot to represent Australia in this World Cup tournament. And Day with a par. That was a 7-foot putt for par. And he is at minus 14 in that log jam there, a 5-way tie there. And we go over to Hubert Green. And this is not very good. Green's got a way to go. Not out of bounds, but in the rough. And he's got 350 some odd feet. Oh, and he found the tree there. Now he's 285 out, but this is his 3rd shot, so the momentum Hubert Green caught has faded. And now he has 122 yards for birdie. Can he up and down from here? It'll be tough. Now he has a 12-foot putt for par. Almost saved par, but that lipped out, as you saw. And Hubert Green's going to drop a stroke here. Went around the world on that par putt, and he's dropping to minus 13. He's 3 behind Kerry Middlecoff, who is 16 under through 11. And that's, I think, where we're going to next. And this is Middlecoff on the 12th. Can he stay hot? 5 under for the day. He has parred this hole in the first 3 rounds. 169 yards almost on his approach. And now, Middlecoff, 15 and a half for birdie. That would move him 3 shots clear. And he just misses it. And Middlecoff will get that for par to stay 2 ahead of 4 golfers. Jacobson, Day, Hagen now. Walter Hagen has moved up to within 2 of Middlecoff and Ben Hogan, who has finished his day at minus 14, shooting at 274. And Hagen shanked that baby, and that bounced off the cart path, and he is not going to have a clear shot on his approach. The trees might get in the way here. He's 202 yards out. Hagen, of course, a superstar back in the 1920s, and that went well over the green, and it found the hazard. So that's a penalty stroke. He's 13 yards out. This is his 4th shot when you count the penalty. But he should make a par from there. 3-footer for par. As you see, Lanny Watkins was his playing partner. And Walter Hagen actually double bogeyed. Okay. I don't understand the math there, but I guess I don't have to understand the math there. Might be a scoring error, and Action PC Golf does make a few. So Hagen double bogeys, we think, and he drops to 12 under. Pretty sure he'd made 4 shots, and that penalty would have been his 5th. He would have parred it. Back to Peter Jacobsen on the 6th. I have noticed over the years that Action PC Golf, at this game, it does make an occasional scoring error. But I can't do anything to fix it, so we're just going to have to accept it. Successful drive for Jacobsen. He's now 272 yards out, but this is going left. And that's going to be on the cart path. Will it stay there? Yes, it will. He's 48 yards out, but this is only his 3rd shot. He's 2 behind Middlecoff, and that successfully goes over the bunker. Oh, my goodness. He's got that for birdie from 2 feet out. A very nice recovery for Jacobsen, and he is now at 15 under. And he has birdied this 6th hole in every round. So it's Middlecoff now, Jacobsen trying to join him. And we have a 3-way tie at minus 14. Here's Jason Day on the 9th hole. And he's got 282. Probably will lay up here, I would think, right? And no, he's in the bunker. But he's in the bunker in 2. He's got 14 yards. That's a very nice bunker shot, and that's going to stay 5.5 feet away for birdie. So Jason Day can now move up to within 1. Eagled this in the 3rd round, birdied this in the 4th. So Jason Day has moved to within 1 of Carey. Carry on, my wayward son. And we join Middlecoff now on the par 5 13th. I believe I have a YouTube video of me double eagling this hole a few years ago. Middlecoff is 200 yards away. This is a very nice 2nd shot. It's going to be on the green, so we can do an up and down. He will birdie. He has, at the very least, birdied in this hole in the first 3 rounds. He eagled it in the 1st, birdied in the 2nd, birdied in the 3rd. And that was from some distance away. He's only going to be a foot or 2 out. 2 feet out for birdie, and Carey Middlecoff improves his lead to 2 shots over Peter Jacobsen and Jason Day. He is the story right now. Greg Norman also birdied the hole, by the way. He's at 13. Norman could get a top 10 finish. And here is Jacobsen on the par 4 7th. He's 2 back now. Once again, from Carey Middlecoff. Aggressive line here on this approach on the 7th, and caught the hill, but that's not good because that's going to put him on the fringe, and he will be about 19 feet away. Jacobson has to make something happen here and does not. But he'll get a par here to stay at minus 15. Gary Middlecoff, 6 under for the day, 17 under for the championship. Now leads by 2, and we'll follow Jason Day here on the par 4 10. Somebody's got a very nice tennis court off the 10th hole. The approach for Jason Day on the 10th. And this is going to find that hill, and this could be close. It will be just 8 feet away. If he can get this, he'll be within 1. Bang, he gets it. And Jason Day has now moved up. He is minus 4 on the day, minus 16 for the championship. And the race continues when we join Kerry Middlecoff at 17 under. A very nice drive indeed, and that's going to be straight down the middle. He birdied this hole in the second and third rounds, as you see there. Ernie Els has now moved to minus 10. But he's 7 back. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What a shot by Middlecoff. 4.5 feet for birdie, which if he gets, will move him to 18 under. And he gets it. So now he's still 2 ahead of Jason Day. Gary Middlecoff putting on a show here, 7 under. So if he pars the remaining holes, he'll shoot a 65. And here's Peter Jacobson, now 3 behind. And that's going to go past the green, into the rough, 28 yards. He's hoping that it will catch that hill, run down it a little bit. And very nice shot from there to get within 3 feet for par. And Jacobson nails that, and he is at 15 under still. 4-way tie at 14 under, a 7-way tie at 13 under. Tiger Woods has improved his score up to minus 12 through 9. Can Tiger go on a run? Jason Day on the par 3 11. That pin guarded by hills on 2 sides. He's got 56 feet to get his par putt. Birdie putt, I mean, and this it was nearly going to go in. And that's just a tap in from there for Day to stay at 16 under. 2 behind Middlecoff, who we're going to catch here on the 15th. Will that stay on the fairway? Yes, it will. You could say it's in the first cut. It is. He's got 142 yards. That was a 347-yard drive almost. And the approach for Middlecoff on the 15th is 31 6/10. Out for birdie. He's going to have work to do for par. I would say that's about 4 feet. 5.5 feet. He gets it. He saves par. He's doing all the right things, folks. Kerry Middlecoff still 2 ahead of Jason Day. And now a tie for third between Peter Jacobson and Raymond Floyd, as Jacobson started the round leading, is now 3 behind. And a nice drive on the par 5 9th. He's got 310 yards. He's going to lay up. A smart play here, I would think. And now he's got 123 yards away. Okay, can it catch the hill? Yes, it does, but it's going to push it a little farther back from the pin. And now he's looking at a 29.5 footer almost for birdie to get him to minus 16 and to get him within 2 of Middlecoff, and that's not going to drop. Almost a 3 footer. And Jacobson is going to stay at 15 under. He is 1 under for the day. Raymond Floyd is 2 under. Joaquin Niemann making a move. He is minus 3, minus 14 for the tournament. And that's Raymond Floyd. A nice tee shot there. He birdied this hole in the first and the third rounds. His approach on the 10. Going to overshoot everything, and he's got 38 feet. He's got to catch that hill. Going to be close. It's going to go by just by a little bit. And the 3 footer for par is good, and Raymond Floyd is now just 3 back. Still in a tie for third with Peter Jacobson. So our next tournament will be the Mexican Open. We'll have that for you Tuesday, the 13th of May, if my math is correct. Day's tee shot, left wanting. He's got 210 from the rough, and we will just have final round coverage of that. Follow the top 3 around like we did today, and Day probably looking at a par here. He's 37 feet away. If it falls, it's a birdie, and that would get him to win 1 of Middlecoff. But that's not going to drop. And Jason Day will stay at 16 under. We'll go over to the amazing round of Kerry Middlecoff. This is his approach on the 16th, and it's a very nice one. It's a very nice tee shot. He's got 6 feet for birdie to move him 3 ahead of Jason Day. Nothing with the bottom of the cup there, and Kerry Middlecoff is at minus 19. 8 under for today. Back over to Jacobson, who is now on the 10th. But Kerry Middlecoff continues to be the story here in San Diego. Having a very good 4th round. Final round. Jacobson, he's got 22.5 for birdie. He needs some of these putts to drop. And, just need one more evolution would have done it for Jacobson, who stays at 15 under. We go to Raymond Floyd on the 11th. The par 3, and that's not even going to find the green. So he's got 29 yards for birdie. That's going to be a long par putt as that got kicked off the hill. And he's got almost 32 feet for par. So Floyd's likely going to lose a stroke here. He does. He loses at least 1. He bogeyed this hole in the 2nd and the 3rd rounds. And Raymond Floyd has now dropped to minus 14. So we're just covering Middlecoff, Day, and Jacobson. Day is on the 13th. It's a par 5, so he could pick up strokes. Woods back to minus 12 after a birdie, so he must have lost a shot since we last reported to you on him. And Day, 198 out of the rough, but just barely in the rough. That is going to get on the green. He has birdied this hole each of the first 3 rounds. This would be an eagle from here. It's going to be close enough to guarantee him a birdie from a foot and a half away, and now Day has moved up to 17 under. Gary Middlecoff, your leader on the 17th. -8 for today. He had bogeyed this hole in the first round, but has parred since. Middlecoff sitting pretty at -19. Two ahead of Jason Day, but Day has more holes to play than Middlecoff does. So he's 57 yards out, 57 feet out, not only 19 yards out. And see what Middlecoff can do on this birdie try. See if it'll catch the hill. It does. And that's right on line. Oh, it's going to miss by just a little bit. Less than a foot for par. He gets it. He's staying at -19. He's got one more hole to go. Jason Day still has 5 holes to play. Jacobson still has 8 holes left. And Greg Norman with an ugly triple bogey on that hole, by the way, to drop back to -11. So he's just barely on the leaderboard. And here is Peter Jacobson on the 11th. Nine feet for birdie. Get within 3. And he misses this one left. To his left. And Jacobson pars. He will stay at 15 under. Middlecoff still leading. Here is Jason Day. And that's going to be close to the bunker, but it doesn't find the bunker. It finds the green. Jason Day with a 125-yard approach shot. Oh, that's going to be way left. My goodness. Out of bounds. And I will let the computer choose what he does here. So this is a 2-shot penalty, so this is his 5th. So I guess going into that hazard is a 2-stroke penalty instead of a 1. So Jason Day is going to drop back here. This is his shot for double bogey. So he's going to triple bogey this hole. And Kerry Middlecoff has now opened up a huge lead with this triple. The 7's going to put him back at -14. And we will get to see a few more golfers here. Raymond Floyd, Jason Day, Hubert Green, Joaquin Neiman, Alex Smith now all in a tie for 3rd. So over to Hubert Green on the 15th, who now becomes relevant, but he's behind Middlecoff by 5. Middlecoff's really going to have to royally mess up on the 18th. As my cat joins me here in the booth. And Green safely on in 2. He has a very long putt for birdie, 61 feet almost. Got close. He'll have that for par. Just barely over a foot, and Hubert Green's going to stay at 14 under. Tiger Woods has moved up to -13, which is relevant because he is the world #1. Ben Hogan is ahead of him by a 1 stroke, but he finished for today. Here is Neiman, who we featured in the 3rd round. He did not find the green on his tee shot on 16. Looking at a par at best. And here's his little roller on his birdie try. That's going to go well past the hole. Be lucky to save par from where he is. He's 9 feet away. And his par try is no good. He's going to lose a shot. And that's going to put Neiman at -13. He's paired with Jose Maria Olafable, who is also at minus 13 for the tournament. And we're over to Kerry Middlecoff. He's going to finish his round. And this is just going to stay on the fairway by a little bit. A 302-yard drive. He's 275, just about. Well, he's going for it. Oh, and it found the water. Why wouldn't he just lay up there? And okay, so they're counting the scores wrong. A water hazard would be a one-shot penalty, but for some reason the game is counting it as two. Middlecoff for bogey then. He'll double bogey, but he's still going to be way in the lead. He has a two-shot lead over Peter Jacobsen with that 7, which should be a 6. I'm sorry. Just the way it is. I'm just telling it like it is. And here is Jacobsen now just 2 shots back, so he has stayed relevant. And that is his tee shot off of 12. Still a good round for Middlecoff. He shot a 66. Jacobsen 13 feet for birdie. He's got to get some of these to drop, and there you go. So Jacobsen has tied for the lead at minus 16. He hasn't tied for the lead. He's just one back now. My apologies. Floyd in a tie for third. This is the par 5 13th. And now it's advantage Jacobsen because he is only one back. He still has the 13th to play. Still has a couple of par 5s if I'm not mistaken. In the bunker on his second stroke. Now he's got a little ways to go here. Didn't catch the distance. And Floyd with about 9 feet for birdie. No. For par, yes. And that's his first par on this hole in the tournament. So he stays at minus 14, but he is only 3 back. Jason Day and Hubert Green are now also only 3 back. And here is his tee shot on 15. So the computer is making a scoring error, but it seems to be making the scoring error consistently. So the drive good for Day. He's 135 yards out, it looked like. Was it 153? All right. And Day is just going to be off the green on the first cut, 21 feet out. And he's got that for par. He has parred this hole in each round of the tournament. He does so now, so he recovers nicely from the triple, and he stays at minus 14. He is only 3 back. Hubert Green on the 16th. Really don't understand why Middlecoff would go for it there. Why couldn't he have just laid up? Now here is Green for birdie. Got the right speed and it drops. So Hubert Green makes it interesting. Chipping from 12 yards out. He moves to 15 under. And the crowd just saw that score go up. He hold out for 12 yards away. And now over to Peter Jacobsen, who's got to be... His mouth has to be watering now that he's on a par 5 and he can catch Middlecoff here. 254 yards out. I got to think he's going to go for the green, but it's going to go left. And he has found a hazard. So now, as we know, that's a 2-shot penalty. Jacobson, this is his 5th shot. A very nice recovery from there. He's only going to drop 1. And Jacobson now in a tie for Hubert Green for 2nd. We have 7 groups left, 14 golfers. Still could see somebody catch Kerry Middlecoff. This is Green on the 17th, and that's trouble. That's in the hazard. And as we know, it's a 2-shot penalty, even though it says Green 3. And as I said, as long as it's the same penalty for everybody, everybody's going to just have to deal with it. This is his 5th shot, so Green's going to lose strokes. It's going to catch the hill, I think. Yes, it is. Very nice from there from Hubert Green. He's only going to double bogey this. He's going to drop to -13. And I'm sure he will join the chorus in complaining about the scoring. And we go back to Jimmy Demerit, who has now become relevant. He's up to 14 under. He has parred this 14th hole each of the times he has played it. He's 152 yards out. Back to Jacobson, who now needs a couple of birdies just to tie. He is just barely in the rough, 145 yards out. Demerit is just barely away. And don't tell me he has found the hazard. No, I don't think he has. He's 15 yards out in the rough. And Jacobson did not catch the hill. He will be 40 feet away for birdie. Demerit now. Got that for par. This is for birdie for Jacobson, and that's going to go right. Should have an easy par putt here from 4 feet away. He gets it, and he stays at 15 under. The Merritt pars. He stays at -14. Still the par 5 18th left to be played, so this is not over yet by a long shot. Spieth has dropped to -9, and here is Jason Day. He's going to need a lot of work here. He needs the birdie on 17th and eagle on the 18th. 131 yards out. Approach shot. Might be short. Nope. Might kick back down the hill. It does. But he is going to be how far away? Almost 15 feet. And he gets a birdie. So he got the birdie part. And he's at 15 under. He ties Peter Jacobson. Who we go to now on the par 4 15th. That shot way left. That found a tree. And he's 197. A very tricky second shot there, and you see it hit another tree. Now he's got 146 yards to go. It's looking all the more like Kerry Middlecoff's going to win this tournament. And Jacobson's going to have a long par putt when this is all said and done, as that caught the hill and went back down. 54-footer for par. For bogey, and Jacobson now 3 back. So Day and Green have the best chances. Green has finished for the day at 15 under. He shot a 69. So let's see if Day can eagle the 18th, which he's going to have to do. He cannot lay up. He's going to have to go for it. But will he go for it? He's got 257 yards. He does not go for it. He lays up, which is a shame. You play to win these tournaments. You don't play for second. 112 yards out. This is his third shot. It's going to be close, but it really doesn't matter. He didn't find the green there. He's in the rough. He's 30 feet away on this fourth, and that did not catch the green, I think, the way Day wanted it to, and now this nightmare of a hole continues for Day. He's 9 feet away for par. And no, sir, he did not get it. And Jason Day is going to lose a stroke here to drop back to minus 14. So it's down to Jacobson in terms of who has the realistic chance of catching Middlecoff. But Jacobson has work to do. He's going to have to birdie one of these last three holes, 16 or 17, to get a chance at eagle on the 18th. And here is Jacobson on the par 3 16th, and that's finding the bunker. So that's one opportunity that's looking like it will go to the wayside. Very nice shot from the sand there for Jacobson to preserve, in all likelihood, a par. But he's three back. Tiger finishes his day at minus 14, so he's going to be in a tie with Ben Hogan. And Jacobson wayward on his drive on 17, and that should pretty much seal it up for Middlecoff, barring a miracle here. And Jacobson could not get the distance on that he wanted because the tree was in his way. And with that, he is 91 yards away on his third shot. He's going to have to double eagle. No, wait a minute. Let's see here. 5.7 for par. Might not get it. Does not get it. I didn't mean to jinx him. So Jacobson falls to minus 13, which means we don't even cover him on the 18th. Kerry Middlecoff has won this tournament. Oh, the Merritt. We're going to cover the Merritt here, but he needs a double eagle to tie. He's 273 yards out. And he's going to lay up. Hubert Green eagled the 18th to go to minus 15. The Merritt's probably going to par this hole. For a minute there, I thought I heard thunder. It's just a neighbor firing up his motorbike. And here's his birdie try. Looks good, but just misses. And the Merritt is going to finish at 14 under. Kerry Middlecoff is your tournament winner. Peter Jacobson birdied the 18th, which you didn't see. So was Middlecoff and Green runner-up, and Jacobson, the Merritt, Tiger Woods, Jason Day, Ben Hogan, and Alex Smith all finishing three back in a tie for third. So there you go, folks. Kerry Middlecoff, your winner of the San Diego Open. And here's your calendar coming up, the Super Bowl of golf, which will be in 2 weeks. We'll have that for you next week. And on the, let me see here. Tomorrow is, I'm recording this on the 4th. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. Tuesday, on the 13th, we will have the Mexican Open for you at Club de Golf Chapultepec. I think that's how it's pronounced. And then we will have the Super Bowl of golf for you next Thursday. So I hope you all enjoyed it. This little foray into the Omnibus Golf Tour. And a reminder that we have the Alt NFL for you tomorrow. This has been Big Paulie coming to you saying Godspeed and God bless. We'll see you all again soon. Bye bye for now, everybody.